The Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Pollard again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
No, we can't.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Jackson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Murray will keep it. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The Cardinals had 6 and 9 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them.
Oh, Connor loses it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball, because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at the 35-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
It's David Ajabo there for the tackle.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. On play action, it's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon, as he ran off the field after making that play.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And it's taken in at the 9. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Play action. Now Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, he and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season. Remember, they had the nice gain in the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff to Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Justin Madubuike showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Murray now. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Murray off play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately going to give the ball up. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now Jackson. quick throw here. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Forward.
They'll go option to the short side. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
First carry for James Conner. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Matabike. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is, it's not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench, and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again. Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On third down, it's Conner. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Flushed out right. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just added 2 more onto their lead, and now they'll see what they can do here offensively as they get it back following the free kick. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So they go with a tight end carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. To throw is Jackson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Murray now on first down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is